I wanted to ask you about Malcolm, actually. Dave Aranda, the Baylor coach, described him as slippery this week. A guy that really is able to get in places where you're not expecting him to be. You, I'm sure, block him some during practice. Would you categorize him as slippery?
Absolutely, 100% yes.
Why is that? What is it about him that makes him slippery?
He's just so agile, versatile, super athletic. He can undercut you. He can beat you over the top. He'll just run right through your face. I mean, so you never really know what you're going to get. So it's pretty multiple, and I think that's one of the best things about him. He's quick. So it's just he just has so many options that he can pick from, kind of however he feels and whatever he wants to do, and you just never really know which part of that you're going to get of him.
How rare is that? I mean, you go against, obviously, you guys are getting after linebackers on a regular basis. How rare a characteristic is that for a guy to be able to play the way Malcolm plays?
It's super rare. You know, people like him you don't come by them very often. And when you do, you know, that's a guy you block in practice that's going to play at the next level, and you have to take advantage of it because that makes you yourself better as a football player. So that's something I try and do every day in practice, is just do my best, because I know he's going to make me better, and I know if I want to play at the next level that I'm going to have to block somebody like that or maybe even possibly better.
Josh, I know after the Bedlam game, I think Marshall maybe asked if you considered yourself more a Cowboy than a Mountaineer, and you said, you know, you've really bought into that, embrace being a Cowboy. What do you think makes, specifically this year, what do you think makes the culture, the team chemistry unique about this one?
Honestly, I think it's just everyone's openness. You know, you or Tanner say, you know, the offense and defense gets together. You know, it's not separated. Defense doesn't just hang out with defense. Offense doesn't just hang out with offense. We intermingle. You know, we go out to eat together. We hang out. But I think just the biggest thing is just Coach Gundy and Coach Glass, just the culture that they've built here. You know, you just put your head down and work. And I think that's kind of the biggest thing that I've bought into. And that's kind of similar where it is where I grew up from. You know, it's a small town, and everything you have to work for it. So it kind of relates to me, and I think that's the biggest reason.
Josh, go ahead. No, you got to follow up. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I know that Tanner mentioned the Texas Roadhouse dinners. Are there any favorite off-the-field stories or bonding moments that you have?
I got a few, but I'll save those for a later date.
Josh, back in August, we sat on Zoom with you, and the question was about NIL, and you said weren't really interested. You had bigger goals for this year personally. Kind of revisiting that now, 12 games later, where do you feel like you're at in terms of where the season's going? Yeah.
Same place. I've made one deal, and it was with Wagyu Steak Company. That's it.
I guess I didn't mean on NIL, but on. You said then your focus was on getting to the next level.
Yeah.
12 games later, where do you feel like you're at there?
Still same focus. Yeah.
Tell me about the Wagyu steak deal. I don't think I realized that one.
So basically, they're just huge Cowboy supporters. There's the starting 5 O-linemen, bunch of the D-line guys, a couple linebackers, Jalen. Jalen was actually the one that hooked us up with the deal. That got, I think either the owner got in contact with him, or however Jalen got in contact with him. He just wanted to get a few guys together. So we do that. They got a little garage outside of town here that we usually would go to once, twice a month. They cook us food and that kind of thing. It's fun. It's a good deal. They got a lot of games, super great people. It's just a lot of fun.
Josh, what is the perfect steak? Do you put anything on it, or is it just salt and pepper?
The perfect steak doesn't need anything. No salt, no pepper, and no steak sauce. No.
How you cooking it? Rare? Well done? What do you got?
Medium rare.
Medium rare? Okay.
Absolutely. Anything else, and that's
It's
unacceptable.
wrong. Okay.
That seems like the perfect NIL deal for a lineman.
Absolutely. Yeah. I've never turned down food. Never. And I can tell you I never will for the rest of my life. Especially a steak.
How has Joe done filling in for Danny?
Joe's done super well. You know, he comes out to practice every day, works hard, gets better. He plays physical, he practices physical. Puts in the extra time watching film, meeting with Coach Dickey, Coach Myers, to make sure that he has the game plan down like the back of his hand and that kind of thing. So, yeah, he's done really well. Really proud of him.
OU used a lot of pre-snap, kind of their defensive line was moving a lot. How did you feel like he handled that situation in particular?
I think he did really well. You know, like I said, that's just a testament to him putting in the extra work, watching film. You know, we knew going into the game they were going to do that. So just him watching film, meeting with Coach Dickey, knowing the game plan, just being prepared for it.
It's easy to see on tape, but what exactly does Danny mean to that offensive line?
Danny's huge. You know, Danny has a lot of experience. He's physical. He's super football savvy, super smart. And like, you know, just the biggest thing to me that you can't replace his experience. And Danny has a lot of that.